I try to survive an endless horde of world-spanning mutated plants in a new survival RTS game. Can I build a base, conquer the local plants and steal their resources, and also show a game which looks kinda cool? Let's find out in Calyx. Well, let's see the lay of the land. We have razor leaves, which are the basics. They cover the land and eat everything with vines. Militia, which apparently send bugs. The bastion in the middle, which is quite literally a fortress of devastation and death. And a single tormentor, which apparently is slimy, stinky, and builds mortars. Now we need the blue to build, and all three blue appears to be hell, so I think this one by default is our go-to. Let's start building and hope we don't die. Now we start with 4 defensive positions, and I think we need to keep expanding fast, so you can only build inside of these areas. Of course, we need to expand quite heavily because the enemy is going to push. So some of our blue is going to be building a couple of machine gun turrets over here. The rest of our stuff is going to go push this thing over here, because I kind of don't want an enemy spawner. As you can see, this is already pushing us immensely. Now we do need a refinery. How can I even build a refinery? I'm going to build one right here. That should start giving us resources. They should kill that. The turrets are vaguely holding. We may need a third. Let's build that there. And that should hopefully hold the side. Now, if this militia, oh my god, dies, we do well. If it doesn't die, we are in significant trouble. Now, one side is partially sealed off with defences. This side less so, because all my defences down over here. But we are building and pushing. Every turret we build is using 80 of our ore. Now we can make credits in the future, but we do kind of need ore to send out. Whereas basically selling the ore, we're mining from this horrible planet, up to, I don't know, some rich aristocrats. I don't quite know where it's going. But either, oh god, the insect's already spawning. No, that's just mine. But either way, we are trying to hold the line. We need as much resource as possible to make this whole journey worthwhile. Whether that's going to be true is a different matter, because already we're having issues with our ore vehicles being completely destroyed by green. Now we have 5 basic turrets up. Looks like we're... oh god! Insects are dropping. It actually is spawning insects out of horrible mouth hands. I didn't even notice that. Wait. That means it's not even insects. Even the enemy crawlers are just plants. Ew, disgusting. Everything in this game is plants. So with that being the case, let's carry on building. We need a little bit more power, so let's build one of these. We only use solar. Lovely, clean. Oh my god, I hated that noise. I hate that noise completely. Lovely, clean energy as we push forwards. Let's deploy another one of these. Destroy the local plant wildlife and make the Lorax sad. Now, it says here about 45 minutes to finish under. I'd like to do that. It says build 5 Goliath tanks and get about 1,000 credits a minute as a score. That requires a huge amount more resources I imagine we have. Now, as you can see over here, this is the spawner of this razor leaf. And as it's pushed out, it's putting out a huge amount of trunks. Now, trunks take a lot more firepower to kill than just the basic creeping growthy vines. So these will start pumping out nodes. We're holding mostly, but we do need to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because as you can see, more crawly pieces are on the way. With that being the situation, let's get a couple more turrets up and running. Then we're going to try and grab this healing module will give my guys basically self-regeneration. There's one over here which gives me a huge amount of power. But as you can see, it's a little bit green. So I'm going to, oh my god, hold the line, expand the line, and then I think push towards this razor leaf up here. Once this one is killed, I can fortify the outside and continue capitalism upon this planet. One thing I'll say is we do need a vehicle production facility, which requires money. Money is required by the ore transport. We've got to, oh god, that's huge. We're going to start sending up ore to the facilities above. And with that, you should hopefully get a lot of credits. For now, we can't build our most basic of things, a light factory, because everything down here is drone controlled. I sure as hell wouldn't send any people down there. That'd be a nightmare for human resources. Now, while we're pushing out, we are losing a fair bit of power. We do need to activate this and send it up. That requires even more power to pump out, which requires probably our turrets to turn off. Now, I have 3 turrets here. I'm going to destroy this turret, or at least deactivate it for now, as we slowly but surely push forwards. That is already pushed too far. We just need money. We need power. We need the enemy to stop being here. Once I get another 2 or 3 of these basic rangers, I think we're going to kill the Razor Leaf. Although, oh my god, we are having issues. Turn back on, turn back on. And any building which gets fully overgrown with vines will get destroyed by the vines. Now, right now, I'm trying to show you a full run, building a base, taking all the resources, destroying the enemy entirely. But this is an early version of everything. So a few more buildings and units have been added to this demo version. I'm going to turn this back on and actually send out some resources. I grab 100 resources and all of my power, and hopefully come back with about 100 or so credits. Now my power is down, and it's only halfway there, so these will slowly run out of reserve power, and then I am really officially screwed. So please send faster. I think the first thing I'm going to grab is probably a couple more solar panels. Please, please send quickly. Okay, it's already on its way back. We've gained our first 110 credits. We can now get a little bit more power. I think that should help us out immensely. So I'm going to put another one here. And that's it. We need to send another one out. Okay, whatever, we'll do it. We're going to have to send these guys back over to here because everything over here is turned off. If we start losing that, it's trouble. I'm not a big fan of whenever I speed things up, we lose sound, but whatever. Oh, no, we're losing everything. Now, you can cut off enemy position. So if I go up to here and cut this area in the corner, it will, to speed things up, cut everything. Of course, as you can see, I'm losing units. I just lost one. So that's a bit of a problem. And the enemy is now inside my lines. Oh, they are really inside my lines. So we're having problems. Having a lot of problems. Oh, my, there's healers inside my base. If we lose this, there's mortars. Enemy forces are really pushing in. Okay, you need to go out and do another one. I just need to get more resources. Push forwards. We cannot afford to lose my 2 harvesters. Push forwards. Okay, that's dead. Have we held? We've held. Well, there's a few minor problems in my defences. I just realised I've lost one of my harvesters. I've lost one of my harvesters. Kill that now. Kill that now. I lost both harvesters. Oh, no. So now I have to start sending this out, because I need the credits to buy another harvester. I've built a few more turrets, as you can see, and they are semi-holding. But the enemy is, well, killing us. Straight up killing us. So yeah, it's one of those horde survival games. Now, it's a very unique one because, quite clearly, flowers and creeping death. But yeah, I quite like this. I want to see more of it. If you guys want to see the same, tell me. And the next time... Oh, God, another one's coming. And the next time there's an update, I will come and have a look at it. I'm using some of my credits to build a mortar tower just here. That mortar tower will be used liberally to keep away some of the more longer range flower creatures. Because they do a massive explosion and then clear the area out, as you can see. So that will solve a few problems, kill a few nodes, and hopefully hold the line. And while I'm going, by the way, you may see up here, everything's leveling up. The higher the level, the more health, the more problems, the more nodes, the more death. We haven't even got anywhere near this horrible thing in the middle. Another wave of enemy flower bugs is on its way. They are getting more numerous. They have come from, I think, this one over here. Oh my god, that's expanded quite a lot. We have got a wall of turrets holding a line. I am trying to build up credits to get the next facility. I need the light factory up and running. So for now, we're just holding, hoping, and probably not dying. But let's see if that stays the same. I've got the resources. I'm going to connect this, and I'm going to build this. Hopefully, we can start now pumping out defenses. That is using too much power. Pumping out defenses. Are we done? No, that's used all my power. So let's turn you off. There we are. That was a little bit too much power. And now start producing large amounts of basic rangers. I'd like to get bulwarks, but that requires credits. And credits are hard to come by. So I'm going to keep trying to get more credits, but for now we hold and hope. Oh my god, there's a major assault going on the right flank. As you can see, there are creatures everywhere. We should be able to hold it because it's a minor assault, but that's what just happened. So we're going to deal with that, and I'm going to build myself a bulwark. A single heavy cannon should hopefully start pushing north. And once you start pushing north, I'm going to keep pushing north. That was expensive. We gain the resource, our first bulwark and another ranger are making it to the field. And there we go. It's a big cannon. With this force, we're going to start pushing upwards a little bit. Now remember, ranged forces, or at least mobile forces, can be overwhelmed and destroyed. So if they get surrounded, they are basically dead. And I don't have the resources right now to replace that kind of loss. So, yeah, don't die. Push up, push out, crush the enemy, and start killing this razor leaf. Oh, and also that crawler. Now, as my force slowly grows and pushes out, we do have to, of course, reinforce the side lines. It's all very well just holding the edges, but we also need to push the hell forward, which means we need to start building more pylons. And of course, they're 10 credits each, so now we need even more money to start pushing pylons. So now we have the whole "we're too poor to do anything" problem. Something tells me 45 minutes for this may have been optimistic. Oh, this is why you don't get surrounded on the front line. I lost a unit. Well, that was a problem. That was painful. I've changed tact and we're now pushing to the east. Why? Well, mainly because the enemy is closer this way. I still need more resource. I'm now selling as much as I can. I've put down a second harvester, technically our third because one blew up. But we are low on power, low on resources, and there is no way in hell we're hitting that 45-minute finish. It was optional, but I oh my god, kind of wanted to hit it. We're going to push out and I think kill this horrible crop of creatures which keep spawning. Like, I mean, it's nice that they exist, but I wish they wouldn't. With that, we're still going. We're going to get a load more of these basic rangers, like some more of the bigger tanks, but for now I just need sheer numbers. So with that, push, crush, kill, destroy. And I think this one will be going down momentarily. And it doesn't look happy with us, and now it's definitely going to be a little bit dead. We do need to reinforce and take the territory, which is a little problem. But there we go, that gives us a bit of breathing space. Let's start pushing. Oh god, okay, never mind, we can't push too far. The bastard just wiped out all of my money. I didn't need those credits anyway. Luckily, we can push out. Oh, kill as many of these things as possible, even if they did just spawn another crop. Kill them all, kill them all. They aren't too much of a problem because we have the numbers, but I definitely like a few more bigger guns. We have artillery pieces and we have tanks. Right now, we definitely need them. And the green has already reclaimed most of the area, which is a bigger problem. Keep pushing outwards. The green's getting a little bit close to us, but we have destroyed a large chunk of the horrible green plant growing thingies. But yeah, we have to pull back again, because this greenery, as you've seen, will completely overtake the area. So we push out, we build some artillery turrets, and we slowly but surely take the area. And with everything we push out, we can destroy some of these other buildings. It won't give us the resources back, but it's slightly less energy needed. The creeping push has partially happened. We have some artillery pieces and we have more resources pushing in. This should allow us to destroy even more things at the rear. And then we just keep pushing all of my forces this way. I will kill the creepy forest. Although we're definitely not doing it in 45. We are gaining roughly just enough power, if this wasn't on, to actually start turning on the regeneration from my units. With that, that's actually super useful, because I'm slowly building huge amounts of solar panels across the area along here. The more solar I have, the more things I can turn on, the less chance of us dying. But see this? Regenerating health troops? We are finally finishing this bloody forest off, although I do need more credits. Turn you on, turn you off. Sorry, troops. Enemy bugs are still coming from somewhere up north. I think, honestly, what's happening is these guys are coming along here, going to the fortress and hitting me in the main line. Now, we are holding. It is taking more resources than I'd like. We're not able to sell them, but we are holding. And the defensive line of turrets and machine guns, well, mortars and machine guns, is really making the enemy suffer. And this force is now officially deep within the forest. The forest is now burning. Hopefully in the future there's different things, because obviously troops can be overwhelmed buildings can be built over with vines and overgrown and destroyed. Maybe eventually there'll be like vine-covered turrets, vine-covered enemies, stuff like that. But for now, it is purely plant people and terror. But as you can see, it's still interesting regardless. Even though there's not much in it currently, it's still super interesting. Kill off this main central tree, and I think with this tree gone, everything else should die. Well, it's dead. Nope, the spawners are still here, so we're going to kill them all off, and then... Oh, and they did all die. Good. All the insects are now gone. The creepy insect forest is gone. Let's push up around this corner and clear the entire lower zone. We could just do a surgical strike, but this thing, oh my god, pushed too far, is causing issues. The corner has now been officially fortified with 2 machine gun turrets and a mortar. That should hold the enemy away. I'm thinking push up and kill the next razor leaf. The defences there are mostly stop the enemy getting behind. And we push up, seal this area off. And then I think I need bigger tanks to start clearing this. What are my options? My options are artillery or more bulwarks. I'm thinking we go for the advanced tech centre and get some of the bigger things on the field too. What do they need? Of course it is a huge amount more resources which we don't currently have, and 50 of the new resource, which is this thing here. You only see a problem with the green. It's a little bit there and a little bit there. One's covered by mortars, one's covered by a fortified position of death. Back at base, we are running into a slight problem. I have 4 harvesters now, and you may notice a distinct lack of blue. The only blue is up in the corners. Now, to get through them, I'm going to have to do some serious diplomacy. Luckily, I now have 4 of these bulwark-heavy tanks. 3 are there, and 1 has ceased to exist. But either way, we're pushing the heck forwards. This razor leaf is going to die next. We should have probably gone with artillery pieces, but I would rather fight fire with literal fire. We're slowly cutting through all the trunks. Of course, this area will stay alive as long as that thing's alive. The nodes keep everything connected to it alive if it's cut off from the main central point. What you really need to do is cut everything off from the central razor leaf. Now, of course, there's different types out there, but they all follow similar situations. You kill everything connected to the centre, it will just die off. Now, this thing here just seems to spread and kill, and this thing is disgustingly bulbous. The fleshy node is about to get to level 4. This one's about to die, I think, at level 5.5. And the enemy is trying to push around us a little bit, but I think we have basically killed another node. Yeah, look at that health. It's about 1,000. It has just gone splat. So with that, another segment, a large segment, has just disappeared entirely. Good. We keep pushing. We keep expanding. And now we head towards Mortar Central. So the things up top, they're mortars. Let's make them not shoot at me. We have fire. Yep, they're already shooting purple gunk. Luckily, it seems to die as quickly as the green. We are pushing out of my controlled territory, so this is a little bit of a problem. But it looks like it dies. Yeah, it dies really fast. Okay, good. It's, ooh, disgusting on the vines. They are, oh, I don't like them. I don't like those vines whatsoever. Kill that. We can just choose to cut it off, and I'm going to right now. Kill that. Please kill the fleshy tendril of death. And there we are. That area is now cleansed of pink, although the green is back. Oh! Uh-oh. Too close, too close, too close. So the turrets are firing at us. But either way, the defensive wall has been built. We're still pushing on to the stinky pinky. And then we're going to move our harvesters up to start gathering the blue. It will require a little bit more construction, but this blue is basically over. This green is trying its best, and it's failing. I will give it commendations. But this side, yeah, this side is a problem. Please kill that bit off now. There we are, much better. So despite a little bit of interest in the pink one, with how it looks and all that, I feel like it's not fully fleshed out. I mean, it's fleshy, but not fleshed out, because mostly the mortars appear to be the big bulbous thing. Like, obviously there's one here being built, but they're not too powerful yet. So I'm going to clear this quite quickly, move around the side, clear the rest, and then I think we'll meet in the middle for the final assault, because, wow, cool, the enemy is clearly already losing. Oh, God. Or it would be if I wasn't so stupid if it started to eat all my forces alive. Get out of there now, guys. That was dumb of me, weren't it? Weren't keeping an eye on that, nearly lost my entire force when I talk about how easy it was. That would have been really ironic. I will say I am kind of curious to see how the thing dies. Apart from that, this one over here is the same, and this one over here is the same. So, do you die in a different way, Tormentor?
Yes.
You have a cool name, but do you die differently? Let's have a quick look. And the answer to that question is... it sort of flops a little bit, I guess. I'll take a bit of a flop. And then we'll keep on pushing. So there we go, another one gone. Let's cleanse the map and hit the centre. Although, before we do that, I am building this harvester over here. We can't need to get that up and running because we've just run out of money. While we're pushing the final 3, I have brought up the 4 harvesters to this area over here. They're already clearing vast chunks of it. I do like how it's like defamation, but there we are. And I'm trying to push this resource field over here, the isotopes, I would say iodine. If we can take that, I can build the advanced factory and show you all the units. But for now, we clear, we cleanse, and another razor leaf goes down. But who cares about that? Show me the good stuff. So the question on absolutely nobody's lips, can I get this down without it being shot at? The answer is no. So what I'm going to do now is build a couple of pieces of wall it can shoot at instead. If I can do that, I should be able to distract and then unbother. So do this. Let's build this all over here. I can get a lot of wall pieces to survive, even one piece. We can build it. I just need the wall piece to survive. Keep building faster. There we are. And that should mean I now have access to mining. Build it quickly. We're gaining isotopes. I just need to survive a little bit longer just so I can actually build a piece. So that is what you can do. You just outbuild because wall pieces don't have to be in your area of operation. Which is kind of good, but also a little bit of a problem for them. So with that, we're going to build around here, carry on building over there, and then I think, let's see, 50, get the advanced building up and running. Oh, and good news, the resource patches appear to be coming back, because there was only a single piece over here, and now there's a load more, and a tank defending it. I'm also sending more resources up into space using the ore transport, because this only goes for 100, and I've already filled it up. So the isotopes are now full, the credits are now on their way, and the advanced building is only one more delivery away. The advanced building is now ready. I am building it weirdly over here, just because I can. We're going to keep on building more defences to stop the enemy destroying everything. I have a huge amount of stuff over there. And show me advanced weaponry. So with that now operational, as soon as we get the resource, we should have access to the Inferno, the Goliath, and the Solace. The Solace repairs don't really need that. But the Goliath, I kind of want one. Needs an advanced... wait, I have to unlock it. Advanced Tech Center. Okay, we're going to unlock the Goliath, which requires more money. Alright, the Goliath is now being unlocked. We now have access to bigger tanks in a second, and then we get to see them. And just like that, the first of our Goliath tanks are being built. It says here it has 1 cannon and 2 machine gun turrets. So we're going to start deploying these down here, and they're going to meet up, stop that, with the forces up north. I just kind of want to see what it looks like. And I don't know how it happened, but the entirety of my power supply has gone offline. As you can see, that's causing minor issues in the local area. I think it's all the repairs I'm doing. Either way, yeah, this area here survived mostly. This area here is having issues. And as we push up and slowly get surrounded, this should be number 2. It shouldn't be too difficult to kill. I've now got 3 Goliaths up here with a 5th one going, just because I really want to get one of these tasks completed. In fact, just a bit more money, and there we go. And with the artillery firing and the Goliaths defending, that should be number 2 dead. Just like that. Slightly before it got to level 7. Are you going to make it to level 7 before you die? The answer is no. All of the greenery should be gone. Oh my god, the vines and the trunks. Look at it. If I hadn't killed it, it would have taken over the entire map. It would have been a nightmare to kill. But now, we have to push forwards. Can we do that? Well, these guys are going to push forwards and fire as they move. And the artillery pieces are also going to push forward and fire. Because obviously there's a certain amount of range. Can we kill them? Be better. The gunfire sounds have massively increased. That's a problem. We are wiping out all the local stuff. All of the turrets should be dying now. Good, good, good. We will lose a couple of defences, but that's fine. I don't need everything dead. I just need most of it dead. Because the artillery pieces can shoot this. I think this has the same range as these. Either way, let's find out. That's all gone. My entire assault force I've had since the very beginning is now gone. And with this, the north should be available to shoot. Let's test. So if these push forward to here, they should be able to shoot this without being shot in return. Oh, kill that first. They should be able to shoot at it without being shot in return. Oh, they can. So my 3 artillery pieces outrange this by just a teeny tiny little bit. So with that, this will die, and we've claimed the entire map. Oh, and they've killed my mine again. Oh, that's why I can't build the Goliath. I don't have enough resources for the mine. Oh well, I guess we don't get to make 5, because I'm not going to prolong it anymore. I've been going at it for 90 minutes, double the time it asked me to finish. Let's get this party finished. Let's send in the Goliaths too, just to make sure they know we're going to kill them. And with the 3 Goliaths in, the enemy force should crumble. Now, obviously, they're not exactly the strongest of weapons, but they are still quite killy. It's the machine guns and the firing. So they are wiping things out. They will die. Let's face it, they will die. I just want to do it a bit faster. So there we are. The Goliaths go down. The enemy forces are wiped. There's no more vines. There's no more trunks. There's just the single solid fortress. So I am expecting more mechanics. I'm expecting more game types in the future. Of course, this is just basically a vertical slice. It's showing you how the game works. It's showing you how you produce. There's a new resource. There's now resource mining. So it's a little bit command and conquer with wave stuff. But I personally like it. I want to see more, but I personally like it. And with the final few shots, that last fortress, literally a fortress, goes down. No more Calyx or Calyxa exists upon this segment. We can now steal all the resources, sell it to the capitalists, or whatever the hell we do. I still don't know. And we can get the hell out of here before the rest of the planet takes its vengeance. I do kind of like this, showing you how the map's going. I mean, you can see little bugs everywhere. We had problems at the very beginning because of this one. Looks like they did go to that corner of an attack. Bit weird. We did lose a few times. But anyway, I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been Calyx. I recommend giving the demo a try. It should be out to this version now or just straight after. Link in the description downstairs below. Thank you to the patrons. Thank you to you viewers, however many you are. And I will see you in the next one because we're producing so much more content now because I'm making myself. Good luck. Goodbye.